In this episode, we are joined by Jon from Ullman Sails UK as we talk about the design and performance of our bulletproof mainsail. Our specs for the sail was a heavy-duty sail for high-latitude cruising, Atlantic Ocean, the Caribbean, and a full circumnavigation. Well, so we are here at Plymouth after our Atlantic circuit. Just 20 months on the sails, about 16,000 nautical miles we've done. And I'm here with Jon from Ullman Sails UK.
Good afternoon, I think. Yes, it is, afternoon.
Yes. We met Jon in, I think in 2020, end of 2020.
Yeah.
When we came to the UK, because we realized that for the type of sailing that we wanted to do, we needed a bit more bulletproof sail. So we went to Jon and purchased our mainsail from them.
Yep.
Yeah. And we gave them the specifications, and they have come up with this amazing mainsail with 3D reefs, which we are very happy with.
That's good news.
Yes.
Good news.
One of the specifications was that I didn't want to worry about, let's say, ripping a sail and things like that when it's a bit of a blow. And definitely the sail that they came up with was no worries on that one. Maybe you can tell us a bit about the sail and the craft.
Yeah. I mean, as I said, obviously when we first met you guys, you obviously, the first thing for us was actually understanding what you wanted to do with the boat, what you were doing, and obviously with what you do, you do a lot of miles, in not just normal Mediterranean weather. You're sailing in all weathers, and so the sails themselves have to be, built to withstand what you're going to do with them. So through Ullman we have our own series of sails for different levels of sailing, and the series of sails that we built for you guys was the Voyager Series, which is really our sort of top end endurance Atlantic, round the world type sails. So as well as the cloth itself, and obviously making sure the sail's a nice design and it does what we want, it's all about making sure that basically it's going to last, it's reinforced properly, make sure that, we know you're going to go in force weather. I think on your trip back now you've had some interesting weather.
We had lots of wind, yes. Lots of wind, yeah. 14 days of close reaching.
Exactly, if you're, banging around and, it's not, you can't quite get that reef in straight away or this, that and the other. Yeah, the sail's got to be able to take some punishment and pound. We don't want it to, but obviously this has to happen. So, that's where we sort of use our Voyager series to really sort of try and make sure we reinforce it. We use it, the best bits, we use like Dyneema webbing rather than polyester webbing, because that's also good with UV, because your sails are actually going to be out in the sun a long time, especially with the sailing you were doing down to the Caribbean and all around, and that's also vitally important.
On the mainsail now, we are nearly 3 seasons now, and I think we did 1 season before we got the Yankee, so we have nearly 22,000 nautical miles on the main.
Wow. And
it still looks new.
That's the mainsail itself. So we were talking about it earlier with cloth and stuff. So the cloth that we used for that mainsail, we've used it's a hybrid. So basically it's a mixture of Dyneema and polyester. So that Dyneema helps with the shape holding. It helps with obviously with abrasion resistance. UV. Dyneema is very good in that side as well. So vitally important that with all sails is that it's the shape holding over the amount of time that you use it, and the more you use it, the more it has the chance to stretch and this, that and the other. And actually if the sail's built correctly, so this sail's built as a radial or tri-radial, as many people call them, so that's very much trying to get all the panels to line as much as we can with the when you are doing reefing and things like that, and then the batten pockets themselves, we put Dyneema webbings and everything all down the batten pockets, so they don't. So if they are out against the mast, we don't want them out against the mast of the rigging. But if they are, there's something there to protect them rather than just just basically rubbing through your sail, which is but
no, you've done a really good job. Even when the sail is reefed, you know, the shape of it and everything is really amazing.
Yeah, because we put the low friction rings, didn't we, for the reefs as well for you, just to hopefully again to try and reduce chafe on the reefing lines relative to, you know, a lot of the guys will have pressed rings and everything in, and we sort of gone away from that for this style of sail, because actually by putting like a low friction ring off the back, there's a little bit more movement so you don't get that sort of loading type thing, and also again it takes hopefully some chafe out of the reef lines as well against so yeah, it's all the little bits. I mean, and that actually is generally with sail making, that is actually where it is now. It's, you know, generally we all can buy all the cloths pretty much that are available, and you know, and as long as you pick the right cloth for the right job, then it should be, you know, should make a good sail. But then it comes down to the design, you know, and actually, you know, coming to the boat, measuring the boat itself. And you know, there's a lot of people who can say, oh, if you measure it and send us the details, and we'll make you a sail. Well, actually, personally, from my side of it, if someone says that to you, I would say, actually, I don't really want them to build a sail. I want them to come and measure the boat myself if they can, or at least visit the boat, because especially as the boats get older as well, things change. So you know, you can pick up all the dimensions. You know, you guys were great. You sent me a load of dimensions from Swans, you know, initial stuff that was around. But over time, things change. You know, silly little things like if your shackle for your tack of your mainsail has changed and it's 30 mil longer than the old one. That when we design the sail, we make an allowance for that, so that the sail should sit nice and straight. And if you don't make the allowance, what can very easily happen is that the first slider above, the sail can start loading up on the first slider rather than down here. And you know, we see it often that sails will come into a loft where the first slider's been ripped out just because, and it's just only small things, and half the time it's because actually the client has changed the shackle in the time they've had the boat, and they wouldn't have thought about it. But, you know, so vitally important that you come down, measure the boat, look at it, and actually understand what you guys want to use it for.
Great, yeah.
You know, the opposite side to you guys is someone maybe just wants to potter out for an afternoon or a weekend. We don't need to build a sail like we've built for this one, you know. And actually, would they notice a difference? Well, maybe not, maybe not, but probably not, you know. And that's the point, is actually understanding what the client requires in the first place.
Did a bit of sailing up, we went to St Kilda, we went to Orkneys and Shetland and all that. And then, so actually now Saga has completed a full circumnavigation of Ireland and the British Isles, except one rockall. We escaped us. We realized that our head sail, we have a 135% head sail. Very, very easily that goes too big. So we wanted something a bit smaller, and that's why we came back to you. We wanted like something like 105%.